reason to believe in them. They come to LAN and just play good Counter-Strike and find ways to win.
And remember how they got here as well. They came through the Melbourne event back in Australia, an event they weren't even meant to be at. They were a replacement team for the Mongols. So they've really grabbed that opportunity by the horns, and now they find themselves here in Pro League and ready to rush B.
Yeah, they're going to be moving straight in. The util going over. Oh, the dual Berettas don't deliver for that guy, but KSCERATO will be getting some assistance over towards short. This is a nice looking pistol for FURIA. They might have lost that first man, but they've quickly turned the tide, and now for Martinez and Mopos, this is a bit of a rough spot to be in. There is a route open to try and go with that bomb up through heaven.
They've only seen two
footsteps. They know that FURIA are here, and I wonder... They try to duck out with this bomb. They're going to be fighting, and now they see all three. So Mopos, he's just going to get a move on. And FURIA start to realize this as well. They know that bomb's going up towards A, but there's no way they can stop it.
At this point, you're happy with the plant, right? You just know you have Khalil's next round, and that's all that Mopos can hope for right now. 1v3, they're going to wait for that flank to come through. He's not got much room, nor much time, and these Glocks are not connecting as Fallen trades to find a pistol round for FURIA.
Look for a second there, like he has a chance, right? If he could get quick 2 kills and then focus on CSGO. But what I like here the most in this round from FURIA was, well, after that early trade with Art, how quickly, you know, CSGO and Fallen both peaked from short. They didn't sort of wait too long. They didn't let Movistar plant the bomb and position themselves for the post plant. No, I'm gonna flash and let's fight them a little bit more. You know, I think teams. There's this meta where there's a lot of patience and all this stuff, so I like it with teams that are a little bit more aggressive on the retake.
And we have those Galils coming through early as well, so don't really see any T-sides eco round 2 after getting a bomb plant. This is such a powerful buy to be running early. Fallen's aggressive on long. He has no support, no help. Yuri could throw a flash all the way back from Divider, but he's not pivoting to do so. And Fallen, the sooner he goes, the sooner he realizes that this was just a bit of a default towards A and back into a B hit.
Now, for the badges that we're competing for on the side, I'm looking at Mopos right now with that Mag 10. If he can get 4 in this round right here, right now, we get a badge early.
Nice, Harry.
Yeah, well,
proud of you, bro.
We're
all on the same team.
I know, exactly. I know, yeah, that's good. I'm saying that, like, you know,
we have FURIA and Movistar, so we're basically winning.
We're just winning no matter what. We just stay winning. That's kind of what we're used to.
Damn right. Here they come.
Star coming out into the open. Cello up close. Does deal with Just. There's Alex with a reply, and he's going to take it one step further. KSCERATO shooting ghosts, and now going to need a bit of a helping hand here. There's some weirdness with the flank that FURIA are embarking on as well. Fallen just went right past Adam, but he's heard that. KSCERATO's continuing to resist. Oh, KSCERATO. Another from him. And look at him make quick work of this. This is the weirdness with that wraparound. Adam heard that, so Fallen is just shot in the back, and now that gives way to the 2v2. I don't know where Mopos is yet with this Mac 10 over towards short. He's going to be the guy facing first. FURIA need to try and locate both of these remaining players. They've seen Mopos. They do a lot of damage, but Adam's still here. He's going to deal with Yuri. It's just KSCERATO, the man who kind of kick-started this whole thing, is not going to be there to end it. Gets out of it with 3 in the round, but it's Movistar to steal that one away on their force buy.
KSCERATO survived in Monster. That's a surprise. The bomb radius is pretty large on this map, but he had the health to do it. Mopos not the same, and hey, you take that if you're Movistar Riders. What a steal away. KSCERATO with 2 crucial kills in the B bomb site, and there was no one even close, right? We still had Adam on that big T-spawn wrap round. And Movistar are getting loud already.
That was so loud.
Bringing some energy here early in the day.
That one hurt.
And that's why we see those Galils come through so consistently. FURIA.
It's tough, you know, when you play that sort of a retake on B, but you don't have a kit. You're really relying on some of those early exchanges to go your way, and a couple of great kills from Alex stepping up in that second round.
And this has suddenly got very difficult for FURIA. All of a sudden, they get a con smoke in, but they will retreat back to the bomb site with 3. Try and let that rifle play first, perhaps. Movistar in no hurry, clearing out the connector around the minute mark. And a lot of ground still yet to uncover. But again, look interested in just going back to this B bomb site. Meanwhile, FURIA going for the jumping MP9, the Astralis of old. They didn't hear the jump. This is very accurate mid-air. Oh, he gets headshot on the jump by Alex. Good catch as Movistar now. They can commit, they won't. They reset back up con. Boost on boost. KSCERATO doesn't have to jump this time. This should at least be good to take things back into a 4-on-4, but it is so much on the back of KSCERATO, the one rifle in this round.
Well, they've teed him up for it. Boost finds one. Smoke goes in as well to try and give him an angle. This is nice, right? Selling the idea that the boost has been dismantled and that they've crossed back behind Dicebox. In reality, they've just reassembled that boost. Movistar will look to get away from it, putting some distance between them and this top site. Now going down lower.
Ooh, bad molly.
And as the util goes in, there's very little time here. One kill from Cello could be enough to win the round, but he's not able to find it. And so Movistar will get the plant that they're looking for. For FURIA, this might just be a save now. They're very far removed from this one. They only had that lower hold full to just one man, and everyone else was stacked over on upper. So Movistar have done well.
I'm glad that FURIA committed with that stack. You know, they had 3 from the start of the round, especially when Movistar get a B pick and don't escalate. FURIA just get convinced to keep that stack on top site. But as soon as KSCERATO, who you know is the one rifle in that round, gets a kill from an awkward boost, Movistar just think, I don't want to go near this guy. Some good rounds out of KSCERATO so far early, though. That's a great sign. Obviously, he's been suffering recently from illness. We saw him in Pinnacle Cup final, where FURIA lost to the new 0-0 Nation lineup, not the Brazilians now. And you know, KSCERATO had to sub out mid-grand final and let Gary play, who we've seen in Pro Leagues gone by before. And still, yeah, KSCERATO coming back here on LAN, looking good to open the day, but Movistar still control this T side of their map pick.
Well, we got a little tech pause coming in. It's my understanding that there's something for offer here if we're able to get a hole-in-one during the tech pause. So we're going to send Hugo out to try claim this badge.
Shh, don't let the other team know.
Oh,
Let
okay,
Hugo
yeah. Go, Hugo.
Tech pause.
Go.
Yeah, I think...
Is there any way to validate this? Do we have a camera? Like, can we show him?
I'm gonna... Wait. I got it.
We're just going to record it from here. Go on, Hugo. Get that hole-in-one. He's not athletically gifted as Hugo Byron, and that's demonstrated in the part. Damn. All right. All right.
You see what you did now? Chad's there lying.
Dude, Chad's lying on the
thing.
Is there any way we can show this, man? This is obstruction. We're getting Max in the scene now, like pulling him out. This is madness.
We're getting this.
This is actually mad.
We're getting it. Chad is actually fighting for his life.
Start yelling, you know, like World Star or something, and then we can upload
He's
this.
He's taking the whole golf thing. Wow, man. Talk about
so
that.
broken.
Wait. Hugo's finding ways. He's found a...
Dude, Hugo's not good at golf. Hugo is not good at golf. That's what we're learning right now during this tech timeout.
we picked the wrong guy for it.
We can see him. I don't know what he's doing. He's letting other people go. He's letting the other team go. I'm going to go over there, man. I'm not believing in
I got
you
this.
Can just solo.
Yeah, I'll solo cast this, Harry. Don't worry about it. I'll talk about Overpass.
I won't go over, but...
I'll talk about the economy.
He's letting the team down, man.
No, you let the team down by talking. Why did you say it out loud? We talked about this before we went live. Okay, the game's going to start soon. But listen, the thing with the thing with like games sometimes, right? Sometimes the game is not even about the map or the teams. It's about like CS as a game and the economy, right? Because what the thing is here is Movistar early got, you know, winning the second round is the best thing that they could do, and breaking FURIA early. So, you know, with this round, they're going to win this round, let's say, and that's 3-1 up for them. And then the buy, you know, for FURIA after this is not great. It's plus 2,400, so Fallen can have a glass cannon up or something like that. So those rounds, you call them differently, you approach them differently on the T side. You know that the CTs have to take some sort of a risk, right? So that gives you an advantage even coming out of freeze time. You obviously have all your weapons, all the utility. And if you end up winning that as well, all of a sudden it's 4-5-1. And you already done a really good job for your T side. Obviously, you have a lot more confidence. The other team is losing on the CT side, right? It's going to play differently. So all these things matter, and they come into play when you're on your T side, right? That's why we say the economy is so important, because it affects the way you have to play. When you don't have an op on the city side of Overpass, it's a completely different round that you have to call and how you can react in the mid round depending on what's going on compared to when you do have an AWP.
Movistar being very methodical right now, though. Holding on for that B push, they're going to group and just execute straight in. Adam is solo faking long. And again, he spots this rifle that has just been running around the place, jumping on Furia's heads. The second Movistar get that info, they just go, 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 and they win the round. There is almost nothing here to stop them. Fallen Steagle back in CT, and it's removed immediately. So KSCERATO might just continue this deathless game right now, as he is once again so out of position to win the round.
And he's the one guy that obviously had a quiet sort of a month or two or whatnot, dealing with some personal stuff. Also even had food poisoning a couple of days ago. But I think we saw him even in Gamers 8, you know, he had a sort of a better game, and I think he's starting to find his form again, probably getting a little bit more used to this style with FURIA and Fallen and the timings and whatnot, right? He's a player that's very dependent on knowing what his teammates are doing and what's going on, so he can pick and choose when to strike.
They also picked up Nuke there over Na'Vi. Obviously, they lost in the first round, I think, but
that was dominating.
Yeah, taking Na'Vi down on Nuke. Yeah, new Na'Vi, sure, but that's the second map of this series, so it's a good sign for FURIA moving forward. Max getting his warm-up on, which is what we like to see, because I can't golf, apparently.
Yeah, did you get it?
No.
How many attempts
I had one attempt, and Chad lay on the golf pitch. So he's blocking our
I said that's Harry's fault. Why is he talking about it on?
Well, I kind of figure to some capacity this has to be verified, right? Otherwise, we could just be like, oh, Hugo was got a hole in one.
There's an honor system here. I wouldn't cheat. I wouldn't lie.
You so would. But anyway, look, we're right back in. The rifles are out now, and there is that AWP you were talking about. It's glass cannon, though, for Fallen. Some limitations having to come through as a result of how the game started.
Constantly want that info on B short, so jump spots, boosts, anything, flash peaks, just trying to gather how many players are here, but it's high risk, high reward, right? Probably higher risk than reward, but FURIA keep the pressure on with a Molotov and spam, and Movistar don't catch a freebie. Adam, he's been left to his lonesome a lot, working up on this A-bomb site. He's doing it again, and he could catch Fallen here on good timing if he just walked in. Fallen scoped towards the deep bathroom side. But again, looks like Movistar kind of want to get going towards B. Adam is their get-out clause, their backup plan. And he might hear Fallen rotate out. Movistar flash their way in. Great utility. Cello can't see a thing, and he's sent back to the lobby just with a double entry. And Adam starts to move up on A. KSCERATO's boxed in, might be fielding his first death.
I don't know, man. KSCERATO, the invincible man. No one's been able to deal with him.
And Adam walked past Fallen, by the way. They both snuck the entire way. No one saw anyone. So Fallen might actually get away with his AWP unless Adam quickly reads it and reroutes long. But he's making sure that Fallen's not attempting this round first. It's a bit of an awkward timing, but it doesn't matter when Movistar go into a four-man hold at B and just cut it apart.
This is a really good, you know, foot forward put by Movistar to open up this series, right? didn't catch that the first time around. That was crazy, Adam Opos. You know, I think it is interesting because you said it on the desk. You've said it a bit over here, Yanko, and that's the idea that they struggle online, but usually when you kind of get this team on LAN, they actually put up good performances. And I mean, hell, I even have memories of, you know, last Pro League, admittedly not with the same full five for Movistar, but you know, a kind of similar vibe there where expectations were fairly low for them coming in, and then I think they surprised us with how well they played. You know, I think as well, kind of the environment of Pro League is interesting for that, right? You get to play a lot of LAN games, and so for a team that like those LAN matches, that like that sort of environment, this is perfect for Movi.
And last season, FURIA were the team to eliminate Movistar from Pro League as well in the lower bracket. Movistar won a game against Cole, but otherwise it was just close matches. Ard's got another AWP now. He's the one going glass, and he's locked down in the pit. This could get awkward very quickly. Movistar know where he is, and they're dunking nades in. Double entry from the Spanish side, but Fallen still picks one from behind. How are these double AWPs alive? I don't know.
KSCERATO threatening with the 5-7, but he will fall mid-air for Alex, and he jumps down, finds Art, and now it comes to the 1v1 at Fallen with a big reposition here. Alex was making that rotate over towards upper. He's decided against it, going slow now. And both players just stopping their tracks. They're waiting for one another. And as Alex goes back in down towards B, it looks like he's read this one well. He's just waiting to see if Fallen gives him anything. But I can assure you, Fallen don't look like he's going to budge. He's stubborn in this. He's just hit the crouch key.
And the longer Alex waits, the more uncomfortable it is. He might have to start putting in some fake plants because he doesn't know where Fallen's coming from. He makes the gamble, sticking it for short, reading the reposition perfectly. And Fallen now getting encroached upon with no kit either. He's on the clock, and Alex has a very strong position.
Oh, looking over towards short.
Yeah.
Back, and he will deal with Fallen as he moves in. It's a bit of a stalemate 1v1 where both players are trying to get ahead of the other. But it ends up being Alex to see them through. Movistar pick up that round. And
you see why they're, on lanners. These guys get loud. They're screaming it down right now. They're trying to get in Furia's heads. They're hyping each other up. What a great save from what was a very uncomfortable double AWP round. And I correct myself. Furia didn't eliminate Movistar. They pushed them into the third last chance bracket last time. Movistar picked up wins over Saw, over Big, and we're even into the playoffs. So
the saving grace was they knew where everyone, all three Furia players were once Fallen got the kill. So in a 2v3 they had good information, and then they just cleaned up the B bomb side. Important clutch from Alex to keep this momentum going. And also the two important rounds so far, Movistar won them both on B by going massively through Monster, and Furia didn't play close Monster. You can see they're just going to keep coming until they stop him, and Cello finally gets a couple of kills.
They felt like no one was playing Monster there. Those flashes didn't even come through till after the players left the smoke.
What?
That's a wallbang. Not seen that one before. Getting peppered here by the AWP. Wait, that was his teammate.
That was his teammate.
Wallbanging. Interesting stuff, but I mean, the round was already pretty cooked before that. 3 on 5. How do you do this one, Yanko?
I think here you're looking to do damage, right? To keep pressure on their economy. You don't want to really save, because you have money to buy regardless. You can rebuy an AWP on Martinez. So you want to get 2 more kills. If you die and get 2 more kills, this is still good for you in this scenario if you're Movistar. So I like the fact that they're still searching, they're still active. Like you look at the economy on a bigger scale, not just, oh, we'll save more money than we have to invest.
This is such a nice spot. Art is even lower in that little pit. It's not where your crosshair is going to be coming around the corner. Look at him. It's a little goblin.
So small. Oh, but he peeks out ahead of it. That's Art all over. Yeah. Great position, but he just, after about 20 seconds, he's like, man, this is boring.
Screw this. I just can't, guys. I'm going for it. I'm going to check if they're here.
And keeps 5 alive, so why not?
Yeah. So I think here is like where things get interesting, right? Like that's, even Cello now, I don't know if the plan was after this smoke to go left side Monster and play close, like change the setup, but that setup is pretty strong, but you just need to be really on point with the counter flashes and defensive smokes and whatnot. And sometimes it can be frustrating because if you miss the timing, the T's are already in your face and you're losing the bomb side.
Ooh. He has no idea.
Yeah, he's landed the leg, and that scared Adam out of pushing mid. That would have been Fallen dead, right? Yeah. So that tag is important. Doesn't continue the aggression out through middle with the flashbangs after he gets legged.
And Adam takes the AWP because he's low, but then Mopos gets spammed, so he's like, hey, anyone got an AWP for me? Even lower health.
Mopos is lower on health by 2, so, the law dictates he's earned that AWP.
I mean, they're both one shot, so the logic there, if the AWP was one shot, he would keep it, right? At a certain point, Adam, sorry, mate, I'm up long, too far away now. You stay down in connector. And Movistar look like they just want to group for an A hit. They've not tried anything towards this side of the map in a gun round. Not from this routing, at least. Martinez getting smoked out. Fallen. I've seen many a clip from this man in this position. Can he catch them? Edging into the corner. They can't. Fallen just misses that timing. They're getting closer, and they hit the shot as he walks in. That's so awkward for Fallen.
I'll talk of edging. It's delayed gratification here for KSCERATO as him and Yuri wait for the long smoke to fade. one bullet onto one of these low players at long would go a long way, but instead Yuri swinging out on the fade of that smoke is fed to the wolves. Alex and Martinez open up. KSCERATO doing what he can. Oh, he can do a lot. They nearly line up for him. That was looking like it was going to be a classic KSCERATO round there for a second, but Movistar deal with him. And they continue building upon this lead, now up 6-2.
Yeah, that could have been just a double kill into a 1v1 for KSCERATO with both of them tagged up. The key right now for Movistar, these flashes are destroying FURIA on both bomb sites, with the exception of that Cello monster walk round where the util comes out late for short. Movistar, both players up in that bomb site, full blind. And me.
Sorry, what was that? Sorry, what? Hugo, I can't hear you. What are you saying?
I can't hear you either, Harry. Can't hear myself. And FURIA, back to the drawing board, back to broke by.
I think the problem for them is, like, even if they have decent information, like that previous round, you sort of falling, trying to come back into toilets, lost the timing, lost the angle. That was a little bit too brave for him, a little bit too risky. FURIA has the read. I mean, they're pretty much 4 guys there. But as Hugo said, Movistar has these sort of endings to rounds with just a couple of pieces of utility, you know, a couple of flashes, a molly and a smoke, and they have a way to end the round. And so far, it's been working out great for them.
Yeah, this has been a very, very good T side. FURIA are kind of struggling with the answers, as you say. There's the flashes we talk about. Now imagine if, you know, Adam was a FURIA player, how screwed he would have been there. But yeah.
Yeah, and this is not the half that FURIA should be having issues with, right? If there was going to be one on a new edition map in their pool with a new leader and new pieces in this FURIA puzzle. Fallen, though. We need him to hit good timings. We need him to hit shots. Very patient. And this patience leaves angles open, right? Toilet completely contaminated now. Needs to get a clean up in here. Mopos is moving past Fallen. Oh, and I feel bad for Fallen already. This could go very wrong. He hits a shot, but it's not enough. They're around the corner.
There we go. Finally, the killing blow for Fallen. He's landed so many tags across these last few rounds. This time he delivers one. Bomb's going to go down over towards A in the first place in case KSCERATO tries his hand at the spam, but nothing connects. It's a CT side plant, so they've got to try and take some of this real estate over towards Bank, over towards Dumpster. Right now they're holding it down, waiting for the smokes to fade, but eventually they might look to take this real estate. Martinez posted up, looking down towards the banana as Art moves in. Gonna catch Yuri first. Art's a little closer, right out the front of the toilets. Alex is holding for this rotate in through Bank, and Cello fed to the wolves. Missed shot from Art, and he's immediately punished. It's only KSCERATO, and he's left saving at the end. A lot of these rounds kind of go in this way for KSCERATO. Left in a pretty impossible 1v3 when it begins. So he'll run for the hills. Movistar in that post plant, despite losing that first man, despite getting punished by Fallen and Co over towards the toilets, they end up closing that out in a 3-on-4.
It's pretty crazy. I mean, FURIA, okay, let's say up until this round, the problem is maybe they're not aggressive enough in the mid to late round, don't go for information plays. Now they had 2 guys on the flank, but just couldn't really communicate and execute the retake on a high level. It was a bit strange with all the positions, and Movistar just showing some great composure, great team play, hitting some good shots too. They just hit different on land, man.
They really do. A contender perhaps for the group, because I feel like this is an exciting group because we don't have, you know, like 3 top 10 teams or anything. We have a lot more of an open field where it's not clear who's going to be that maybe 3rd and 4th team going into the playoffs. The first 2 more so up for debate.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty interesting group in that regard.
Never know what to expect from NiP. Can Astralis keep up their Cologne form? Gamer Legion, who honestly could have made it to playoffs, were mere rounds away from doing so against Cloud9, back at Cologne as well. Orcs, surprisingly confident.
Yeah, I was I was pretty shocked by that. Oof.
So it's very open, and Movistar want to be that team in the front line Again, just walking out B. The flashes, they've been key. That barrel was spotted, so KSCERATO jumps to his death. Good target chasing for Alex. A player locked in at barrels, but with a smoke down, they know he's here. And Alex goes back for more. He lets Art pick up the gun, only to put him down with a third kill from Alex. And Fallen now just trying to save the day with the scout.
I like the scout, but it feels like he's had to tag everyone twice with the AWP anyway. So this is well within the wheelhouse right now for Fallen. 1 kill already. Fury on this backstab,
Whoa,
spotted,
nice.
but he wins that with the 5-7 and a missed shot for Martinez. Even getting whittled down here now makes that scout a one-shot kill, and Fallen delivers with it. That's the AWP upgrade, and that's finally a bit of a turning point here for FURIA. As they put a round on the board, a low buy, they didn't have a lot to rely on there. It wasn't even a round where, you know, KSCERATO with the hero gun had to massively pop off. He gets that one early kill, but then is immediately traded. The rest of that falls into place. Fallen and Co. in the 2v2. So give him a scout, man. Look at what he does with it.
Yeah, they still need to build off it, though. You say it's a turning point. It's more the potential for the turning point here for FURIA. If Movistar come right back in with a reset round, it's going to be a very dismal half for the Brazilian side. But maybe they can get some recovery rounds here at the end.
I mean, it means a lot because the previous round was also a little bit closer. You can see the money on Movistar. They can buy here, but they're going to spend pretty much all of their money, right? So this changes it from looking like it's going to end on a terrible half for FURIA to something that maybe they can salvage. You know, if they win 7 rounds would be great, but even if they eke out 6 rounds, right, maybe they can get some momentum of their own on the T side. Obviously, in that sort of a scenario, a pistol or an early force buy win is a must.
Well, this is a pretty good-looking round for Movistar in spite of the economic problems looming.
Ooh.
KSCERATO trying to flash Yuri in for a fight here, but it gets a bit awkward. Him having to extinguish that molly, he still commits on the back of the flashbang, but because of the kind of order of that sequence, it just comes through a little too late. And oh no, now the Deagle picks up one as well. Even though it's returned, this is not a good spot for FURIA. Fallen kind of has to put a leash on Movistar here. They actually respect this for a moment, and they've let him back all the way up. Fallen goes back in for a second. And that's where Martinez will at least get some sort of revenge here, giving way to a 2v2.
Fallen gets away with way more than he ever should in that position. That's unbelievable. And the flash play wasn't even necessarily a bad swing, you know, through the connector. That front rifle was blind and spraying. That's why he went for it. But Martinez was at the back with the AWP covering, and the flash didn't get him. So somehow the Orbs have managed to trade this round into a very tight affair, 2-on-2 at 35 seconds.
This is such a strange 2v2, though. It was a minute on the clock, and Movistar doesn't have water control, doesn't have toilets control, has no idea where the 2 remaining players could be or what they're going to decide to do. So it's tough to... At this point, you just need to make a call and believe in it and go with it. You can't possibly deduce what could happen.
Okay, KSCERATO's heard the little hints. The util being pulled. Martinez will close the distance, but left it to chance with the no-scope. Is it? Oh, the knife was pulled for KSCERATO there. Now he's just wasting time, and he'll hunt it down with the USP to close. Beautifully done by KSCERATO in what was essentially a 1v2 for him over on upper.
No-scopes sometimes let you down. Could have had that first shot, but wanted the speed.
He would have for sure had the plant, which would mean a lot for Movistar in this scenario, but gets away with one. KSCERATO played great so far in this first half. Couple of entry kills in that round where he had the save M4, the first win for FURIA. Finds the entry being aggressive.
Oh, mow down for Yuri. Love an eco. Go on. Oh, that's beautiful. Love that little tap with the USP. Go get the ace. Art, don't steal it. Art, don't steal it. Every bone in his body telling him to steal it, and so he will. Art gets the last one. And that's a quick, clean anti-eco round there out of FURIA. So that round a couple ago felt like a bit of a turning point. It's been capitalized on by the FURIA squad, and they're quickly amassing some CT rounds here, building this up to something they can look back on and, you know, actually feel like they recovered, right, and that they've got something to work with in this second half. I think this round that's coming up really gets to define, you know, whether or not FURIA have found their footing in this first half. As you kind of said, Yankee, if they were able to get 7 rounds, you'd be very happy with that, and that all hinges on winning this one here and now. They can make it very easy for themselves towards the end of this first half.
You can see also with thereby Movistar has to take some risks. They decide to sort of sneak bathrooms, right, banking on the fact that the op is going to be towards long, and they're right, so we'll see if they can find good timing with FURIA rotating over a third player towards the A bombs. They just want to explode here.
Yeah, the flashes have been key on this T side. Good spam. KSCERATO put down low, but he took one with him. And Yuri can now hide in behind that smoke on the boxes. Bombs coming through. Bouncing a little wide, so the spam on Truck doesn't actually find it. Fallen waits for that smoke walk, and this is a mess right now. Movistar just trying to bail water out of the boat. How do you save this round?
Even playing above the smokes here is lovely. These are a lot of weird angles you're looking out for, but Martinez has found a way back in. Over towards long, just as even committed to this wrap round. Fallen's going to go check for it and will get rid of him. They're on this bomb. The spam will not connect in time for Martinez. And so FURIA managed to strip that one away as well. They're now building upon this streak, looking to finish the first half on a bit of a high note, considering how this game started.
That was good awareness from Fallen too. He was long himself, but to understand the timing and that someone could go behind, you can see just here trying to get there. He could have won the round if Fallen wasn't holding for that. Now FURIA feels like they're starting to get into it, a little bit slow to kick off this game, but now feels like they're communicating better. These retakes are looking better. Players are stepping up individually, so I think we'll have a game in the second half regardless of how the score ends.
Yeah, they might even win this half right now. Streak of 4 in a row. Money on their side. The 2 guns in this round down to half health already. Martinez trying to jump spot long. Fallen is there, but he's not on top of the boost, so Yuri taking his time to miss the timings in middle, as has been a bit of a FURIA classic on the CT side. Scout the AWP, and Fallen eats the bullet this time. They will catch a player moving back. Fallen still stands at least, but at what cost?
And re-aggroing again over towards the short side. It's just the tag. KSCERATO is able to finish the job. But now they know he's aggro over here towards short. They might just walk this timing at toilets, and they're out on the long side. KSCERATO is dead meat. One from him on the turnaround. But that's the end of the line. Art gets here just a little too late. Not much of a say. He's not going to stop them spilling over into the bomb site, and he can't knock out anyone else. It's all left onto Cello. He is moving in. Last round coming up next, so, he's going to give this a go. They've got money to buy. He can try his hand at the 1v3. That's a bit of a deceptive dink, honestly. Might think you've done more damage than you have. Cello is still very much in with a chance, but going to require dealing with this trade setup that's just ready to come through. Everyone's ready to triple swing as he goes up the dumpster. And so they will knock Cello out of a chance to leave much to talk about in that 1v3.
That was huge from Martinez. I mean, first headshotting Yuri, who was full HP, and hitting Fallen twice to win out on a scout versus the op.
Armorless scout. Talk about value.
Even KSCERATO getting caught a little bit out of position, not expecting the 2 players to be so close long. And just as FURIA is combining a couple of good rounds together, they let one slip away against an eco. Okay, half by.
They've done it themselves. But at least double AWP has been numerous for FURIA in this CT side. It will once again rear its head, as does Yuri almost. Oh, Cello? He's just skinny, just gets past every bullet. Yeah, 3rd time's a charm maybe, but doesn't want to risk it again in case they pop through. It's all a fake towards B anyway. Bombs coming back out through middle. Fallen again, fighting his demons and his timings and toilets. They're getting closer. Will they flash this? So it looks like Martinez is holding with the AWP. And Fallen, this shot, they're even closer. Molly won't do a thing. It's too late. Double entry for Movistar Riders. This should be a 9-round half.
And Movistar have just completely slowed this down. They know that FURIA are the ones feeling all the pressure here to make moves, to get info, and so they're hoping that that will be, you know, their route to winning this cleanly. All it's going to take is, you know, one little overextension over here on upper from Yuri. If he goes checking over towards long, that orb's bearing down upon him. Oh, the orb's just left the angle, so he's been allowed to take this line. Smoked off back in the bank. Movistar move in, and they've now got full control of this upper site.
And even this running away is being heard. There's a backstab on B for Just. I don't think it'll even be required at this point unless FURIA really take their time to set up. Time they can't afford. No flashes to wait for. No kit to assist. They've got to go.
It's here very, very quickly, and FURIA are waiting just a moment before they make this move, so Just has kind of got the round in the palm of his hand, really. He's freed up a lot of the attention of the rest of the Movistar guys as well. They're just all looking at CT. They've got all the info here, and so they're looking to round out this first half with 9. It's a great T-side put forward from Movistar. FURIA kind of waking up towards the end, but we've got to see if they can emerge looking like an altogether different beast with their T-side coming up next.
Contemplating all my time. My thoughts make me tired, just running through my mind. Wonder if there's peace that I can find, instead of always being on the grind. I need a new purpose. I'm looking for so much more. Don't leave me here searching. You're just what I'm longing for. When times are getting crazy and everything seems hazy, is there some place for safety?
All right. Hi, guys. We said this was Camp Counter-Strike, so we're going to teach you a little bit something about Overpass. That last round from Movistar, great, especially in a two-man advantage situation. I think it showed also why this area of water is so important, right? You could see Just, he was in this cubby. he didn't really, while they were in a 5v3, guys were executing long, they were throwing utility. FURIA had 2 players towards B, and he could just hear them running, right? So he's telling the team, okay, you have 1 guy there, 2 guys are coming, I'm going to backstab. FURIA, I mean, it was it was almost an impossible retake at that point, 3v5, right? But he had the round in his hands, and on Overpass, it's very difficult. You can see the CTs, how close they are to the bomb site compared to the Ts. If you don't have water and connector area, this is your only rotation to go back all the way through T-spawn and monster. And even then, if you don't have water, someone could hold this angle and spot you and all that stuff. So water, pretty much with connector, like banana on Inferno, that's sort of an importance. And I think that last round was a great example of why we'd say Movistar gets this map and why this was their map pick. You know, that's something when you teach the players some of these core philosophies on the map, you can add the endings and, okay, let's smoke heaven, molly barrels, and 2 flashes pillar, right? Like, that's not rocket science, but understanding the timings and how to position yourselves and how to trigger rotations from your opponents, that's where the crux of the matter is, Harry.
Well, so let's see how FURIA take to approaching this now on their T side, right? And also, let's see if Movistar are keen to fight for that short water control early. I mean, even this pistol round is screaming that, right? There's 2 down in connector, 2 pushing out short. So it's clear that Movi really want to try and control this part of the map.
Whoa.
Good swing down in con. There's a lot of bodies there. KSCERATO faced by 4 players.
Art wasn't facing, so he can sneak up behind. However, they're escaping. They're trying to, at least. They've got assistance from Long Toilet, running it out of connector, and this backstab for Art is now negligible. Cello trying to fight them in middle, but Art's calling to wait just 1 moment, and as soon as he gets up the stairs, Movistar slip back into the toilets. This is awkward now for FURIA. However, Adam, committed in this corner, could be a way in.
Art's just gone by him. Fallen doesn't want to die. He's got all the util. If he dies, that's gone. And that's kind of the only thing that FURIA have going their way in this 3-on-5. And he is ripe for the taking. Adam swings out. 1 smoke found for Fallen, but that's it. Adam looks to win this. It's just Cello, and every step of the way, Movistar are ready for that. That was a really well-played pistol round from the Movistar Riders. It felt like every single time, with the exception of, you know, Fallen over towards toilets, every time anyone else tried to take a fight, they weren't just facing 1 player, they weren't just facing 2. It was like a solid 3 to 4 man swing out of the Movistar Riders. So just a great read on the kind of ebb and flow of that pistol once they'd locked them out of mid.
I like the no bullshit CS from them. It's like, okay, we have this setup in connector. Now's the timing, let's check if someone's there or not, right? And let's get out of here, you know, and that's it. And let's not be afraid to take fights. And then when it was a 5v3, it was okay, shoulder peek for info. Don't give away unnecessary deaths, right? Don't give them freebies. And look at this. Don't you just love when you have an M4 full armor in the 2nd round and you know that they like to block eco?
This is, yeah, this is where you can pad the stats for the whole series in rounds like this. It's great. And that's what Martinez is hoping to do. I mean,
he's an AWPer. We'll give that to
move to someone else, Rush, please.
An AWPer with the A4 on. Interesting enough.
There you go.
There we go. Alex is now kind of getting the...
He's losing the fight to CSGO.
There's a pistol or a rifle dropped on the floor. Adam has to cover this one, and he's done so well. Martinez just fighting to not be embarrassed. And Rush is trying his best to, but Martinez saves it, and 4 will stand for the Riders. I'm liking what we're seeing out of Adam S right now, the Romanian wonder child.
Well, here's the thing. Do you think it's Adam S, like Kenny S? Because he's not an AWPer.
He's got a capital S, though, so
maybe it's Adams.
Just an homage to... Yeah, maybe it's Adams.
Yeah, there's like 3 of them, family. And they just kind of swap in and out of who's playing. Yeah, from the Adams family.
The Thing.
The Thing,
no, the Hand.
No, yeah, not like the...
John Carpenter.
Yeah. Great movie. All right, but this is crucial for FURIA. This buy... super important, right? Like, if they end up losing this in a straightforward manner, then the game is fully in Movistar's control. They need to do to Movistar what Movistar did to them in the 1st half.
They need to win. That is the goal after all. FURIA, hyper-important rifle round. Bomb outside of B, clearing mid and con. But Movistar from the get-go play the bomb sites. All the way back on A, jump spotting is Martinez. 3rd rotation creeping up to top. jump spot on Monster's getting nothing, but KSCERATO now has been seen, and so Mopoz has to be careful. Alex will keep himself in this B bomb site as FURIA group up. His fake hasn't really done too much.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really much of a fake, right? Cello's still all the way back over towards playground/party, so kind of far removed from the A site. He's just holding for anyone getting aggressive here.
It wasn't so much a fake as it was utility to draw out utility. You know, so they could either set it up for another B hit or go back. Like, it's going to put more pressure on the CTs. You can see now, compared to FURIA, they are playing close Monster.
One flash, that's all they have.
20 seconds as well, times of the essence. Even that Molotov going in causes so many problems. By the time that fades, they're looking at about 15 seconds left on the clock to try get in towards the B site. Alex awkward, landing on his swing, will recover for one, and that's when Martinez moves in. One kill on the bomb planter would do it for Martinez. The bomb gets into the site. It's close. He does get it. Seconds to spare. Fallen. Stopwatch
Blade
out.
Can't believe it.
Now it's just Adams. Ooh, one from him. But it's not Wednesday, my dudes. Art rains down upon him and does win that 1v1 back the other way.
Oh, big round for Art. How the hell did they save that? Fallen tried to throw it away in the reposition on the plant, but Art swinging behind the pillar, kills Martinez, getting closer here, and wins that 1v1 to take the round for FURIA. It's not pretty when the molly comes down at 18 seconds in Monster, but it was that flash timing you mentioned, Harry, trying to re-peek Monster off the pillar, and FURIA just push out short water at the right time. Not a comfortable round, and now we've got a game.
But I think if you're a FURIA fan, you should be thrilled the way in which FURIA ended up winning that round, because that's exactly the sort of round that the players need to get comfortable with, that Fallen is comfortable with calling, and he's relying on them keeping them that poise. I mean, I thought he didn't have enough time to plant, but he did, and obviously he knows better, so you just have to trust in that, and it will look wonky at times and sometimes a little bit weird, but you could see the pressure it put on the CTs. Like, Alex is putting out a flash, thinking, well, they have to be coming, and loses the timing, really.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
That 5-7 is BS, honestly. Just one tapping Art out Monster. Martinez.
Even ready for this?
Crept up the ladder.
Justice moving in as well?
Oh, nice.
Oh.
No way they win this, right?
They're kind of making it look very interesting for a round that didn't have a hell of a lot riding on it.
I think
Save?
they need to save.
They're going to poke their head in if they get a kill Monster, but...
I mean, you know, you always give it a little look,
like
right?
this.
You can give it one little look.
Sorry.
No one's ever died from this.
Oh,
KSCERATO will deliver it swiftly.
If you look at the money for the if Martinez was able to save a rifle, he could drop it and, you know, then buy an op for himself with full nades. Like, they still have 4 M4s and an op, but no kit. They don't have 5 smokes even. You know, some guy, you can see Adams only with a incendiary, only a smoke and a flash on Martinez. Like, you know, you don't need to win that round. You could be 11-8 up and have a full buy, and if you win, FURIA is broke. So I think Blade also would have wished they saved in that 2v2. It will give them a better chance. At this point, you look what's the best way to get to 16? Not to get to 12, to get to 16.
Oh, that's cheeky. Again, the flash pop through connector from B.
Great
Adam
play.
gets a double kill from it. No AWP covering. And look at what it leaves FURIA with. A 3-on-5 on T side of Overpass. One of the hardest maps to convert these rounds. Just when FURIA felt like they gave themselves the platform for a second half here, Movistar might rip it from underneath their feet. This is now a desperate situation for the Brazilians. Looking like they just want to go.
Art's lobbed in the lurk smoke and a look to cross out behind it. He's hoping he can be the guy to kickstart this whole 3v5. Allows him to cross over towards jail. And Mopoz is only just started now to hold this line. They're aware that this timing could have been found. They don't know. Trying to play around the smoke was Mopoz. Art must have seen something there just over the lip of it. He spammed him out, and that's going to give way to a bomb plant here. That's going to come through whether Movistar like it or not. Art just holding for any reswing up through the water side, and so as a result, they can't really do much about this man that's trapped in on the bomb site right now. Cello Usually this would feel uncomfortable because Art is just covering that right-hand side. It's given him a nice degree of freedom. Tries to fight towards the bridge and ends up getting knocked out of the round. So now Art needs to deliver. Can't find a thing. It's left onto KSCERATO lining up through the smoke. He was onto something there, but Alex regains control for the Riders.
That's a really impressive attempt for FURIA. I love the way they use that util to make a corridor, essentially, for Art, right? It's the barrel smoke that Movistar have in, and Art crosses behind his lurk smoke monster, uses the barrel smoke to get close again, then FURIA resmokes center site, so he's not faced by graffiti far away, which is where Movistar are playing, and he's able to get a kill and open up a bomb plant just from good positions and good timings.
That was great play from Adam as though beating the second volley from FURIA in connector just as the flash comes in to get 2 entries. I mean, this was even should have been cleaner for Movistar, to be honest. You know, in a 5v3 for FURIA to be able to get 3 kills and a plan that's more than they would have hoped for. And now a tough call. We can see the money on FURIA, right? 3 guys can buy AKs, but not with a lot of nades. We see that Art is already buying a Galil too, so it seems like it will be a full buy. Probably knowing they have to keep the pressure on the economy, right? They have to see if they can break them here. Otherwise, if they eco and then it's 13-8 for Movistar, I mean, that's a tough comeback to execute. Have to win a lot of gun rounds at that point. This way, you know, they're going to get a couple of ecos in there, but this round is going to be tough to win. Only 1 AK.
And it's on Cello as well. They're trying to, reactivate him at this point. 6 and 16 with a fairly easy kill on the B-bomb site against Just. Don't you think it's kind of, you know, what's your philosophy on this, Yanka, right? Cello 6 and 16, given the AK, KSCERATO 24 and 10. Is it you know, too toxic to tell a player who's having a poor game to give the gun to the heavy hitter? Or is it more of a, you know, simple on the Deagle, Zeus on the AK vibe of, you know, KSCERATO can do it no matter what you give him?
I think it's a bit of that, but also how, depending on the call as well, is the guy going to be in action or is he just going to wait for flanks? Does he need that AK to do his job? Is it going to help him a lot or not by a large margin, right? I think CERATO is also fine playing on a Galil as well, so I don't think this one is as big of a deal. And also you want your players to be confident regardless of their scoreline.
Yeah.
Entering with the Galil.
Yeah, KSCERATO first man in. Oh, a spam found onto Art. Never even gets to see the site. That AK dropped out in no man's land. KSCERATO moves forward on that Galil, finds himself one, but can't get any more. The rest of FURIA kind of boxed in over towards Monster. Won't survive past the pillar. It's just Yuri left at the end of it. And Mopoz puts a stop to him. Movistar Riders, they deal with that cobbled together buy that FURIA bring to the table. And now FURIA really are in hot water for the remainder of this map, right there. They're staring down the barrel of an eco round, 13 to their opponents, meaning that 14 feels as good as done. That's really going to leave them with one last, you know, proper chance to try put a stop to this in this follow-up buy round.
Art with a scout. Just a bit of a Hail Mary. They're left at 450. Their loss bonus is at... They're going to get 2,400 after this, so not great. 2,900.
Nah, 24. You nailed it. But this is, yeah.
But hey,
desperate.
You need to believe.
Yep.
Hugo.
Force spy on an eco.
Anything can happen. And listen, that last gun round also, I mean, that was a pretty similar setup to what FURIA was trying to do early on in the first half, but Movistar is just playing better. Like, their individuals are more on point. That first kill, just buying time for the rotation, for the utility from your teammates to come in is really important. And that first line of defense kept failing for FURIA. You know, Chalo had I mean, he's having a pretty poor game, but just had a pretty slow start. And they were coming to his side, so... Bang.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. All right.
Kill.
That's why he bought the scout.
Worth.
Oh, now Cello's grabbed the orb. Look at this.
You can play this.
Suddenly they've got... Oh my god, block kill out of Fallen. Alex having a battle back, but it is blindsided by the long play. Out onto the USP, he somehow gets out with his life. 3 kills from Alex, as he might have just saved of the day for Movistar Riders. No accounting for that. I kind of feel bad for Cello after that one.
KSCERATO might have been able to win the round right there if he got that trade on Alex. That was so close. He just tagging him with a Glock.
Give him a break, Hugo. The man had a Glock.
Exactly. That's a yeah.
Kill two guys with
should
the
have had the
Glock,
kill,
Cerrado, please.
but he could have.
Oh, round's not done yet. Round's not done yet, Hugo.
And
now it's done.
Yeah. Nice eco though. Really nice eco.
Nice try.
I know, man. I was trying, you know.
Gotta believe. All set up by Art, and he almost closes it as well. Fallen does an awful lot with his Glock. But that's awkward for KSCERATO.
That's the saving grace for FURIA. They're doing damage in some of these rounds, but at this point, damage is not enough. You need to start winning some rounds. Okay, obviously this was a Glock equal with a scout, so turned out way better than they would have hoped for. But let's see now. One of the problems is also with this style. I mean, Overpass is just that sort of a map. You need to play a lot of default. But you see now, Movistar, if you're in this situation, the thing you should do, maybe not in this round, but you can take some risks early on in the round, right? You can take some gambles, some stacks, do something out of the ordinary to get an opening kill or an early advantage, because what you've been doing so far is working, so just stick to that.
Oh,
hello.
That's crazy.
Oh no, but yeah, FURIA know a good thing when they see it. They're just going to hold down W after getting an opener like that handed to them on the back of the run boost. Hidden in the smoke here. Mopoz, there's a lot of smokes down over towards this B site, and he's in one of them. Alex has found success on the spam. FURIA are in danger of being robbed. There's someone right under their nose. They're not ready for Mopoz. Cello has at least been able to deal with him, kind of minimizing the damage that Mopoz can get away with there. And so we get back to the 2v2. Yeah, the nade's pretty big with Art so low, especially if he's going to be the guy having to plug in these numbers. He's grabbed the bomb. And with a minute left, FURIA decide there's still plenty to work with in this round. They're going to start looking elsewhere.
Issue is they can't run in Banana unless they want to completely give it up. The Movistar realize around long side instead, avoiding the audio issue, but slowing the timer just a little bit. They're going to get here first. They're still going to be in the bomb site. Adam and Alex soon will realize the terrible truths. 20 seconds. This is going to be a plant and the chance to back all the way off, or do they want to play for the spawn? Art's getting very aggressive. They're going to try and take Bank back. He has the bomb, 14 seconds. Art's got to either give it or stick it, and he'll go for the latter. Now that rotate comes back up. Movistar are the ones on the clock.
You almost feel like Cello could have been, walking and taking this space a little sooner. Instead, now they have to do it post-plant, and so the timing's not quite as favorable. Oh. Alex is going to clear this, and now it's left on to Art in the 1v2. He takes up the steam where Cello left off, now looking back into the site, hoping he can catch them on the cross. Smoke on the bomb, it's complicated for Art. He's looking for that second man, not the one on the bomb, on the defuse, but a missed shot out of the AWP, and no second chances given by Adam. That is a pretty brutal round, and it's one that Movistar will win with milliseconds to spare. Now on map point, sat with 15 to their name. FURIA have really struggled here. And that one's going to hurt, man. Like, they had such a good foot up in the opening, right? You had that double kill out of KSCERATO, fed the first one, continues in his aggression through the site. 5v3 for a moment, and then so quickly falls by the wayside.
Yeah, there's not been much of a movie star here for the Riders in the first half, but Adam S has really come alive in this CT side. The 4K on the pistol, some crucial post-plant retake kills, and Martinez doing what we expect of him on that AWP. But Adam, the young Romanian, the ex-Nexus player, putting on a great show right now in his Pro League debut. LAN debut for this roster of Movistar Riders, and 1 round out of 7 to take their map in this series. Nuke is next. That's where I expect FURIA, who have certainly got a warmed up KSCERATO, should be able to respond. But this is a brilliant beginning for the tournament for the Spanish core. Adam S put to the test here on long. Martinez checking on timings. They're going to clear him. Doesn't look like a flash will be used because they don't have one. Meanwhile, kill comes through at B, and Adam S, 1 kill would be nice here. But he won't even get that.
Still, with KSCERATO gone, that is a real heavy hitter removed for FURIA. It's going to fall to the rest of the gang now to try and pick this up. Smoke lobbed in. Looks like they want to try and cross through it, but that nade's done good damage. Still, Cello will continue this reign of terror on the upper site. Finally dealt with by Martinez, and Marpaz catches the timing on this smoke over at Dumpster. Things now get very problematic for FURIA. 20 seconds left and are out on an island. Yuri so far removed. He's got 15 seconds for 3 kills. Planting the bomb is a distant memory. This one looks to get away from FURIA, and they know where he's coming from. They've got him boxed in. All that's left to do is finish the job. Movistar Riders run away with their map pick of Overpass, locked, loaded, and in the bag.